BMW enters the small displacement bike race with a worthy competitor sure to put smiles on faces worldwide. The little bike that can, BMW's G310R.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Go to the bank, take out $5,000 in cash, and learn how to ride. You know, the clutch pull is nil. The transmission is super accurate. You know, smooth, just accurate yet precise. Doesn't feel sloppy or loose. Brakes they work good. They're not overly sharp by any means. You know, you kind of have to kind of pull on them a little bit a little too much for my taste, but if you're a new rider, that's perfect. And it's got ABS. It's got Continental designed ABS, so you're never gonna have any skids. You can just grab a handful of brakes anytime, and it's all good, man. It's a really great little bike for learning how to ride and getting on the saddle. Body work's pretty minimal, so if you do take a little tip over in the driveway, probably not gonna end the world. You're not going to have to replace all these body panels like you would on a sport bike. Knowing BMW, I'm sure the parts are going to be kind of pricey on this thing, but if I was getting into riding, I wouldn't dissuade anyone from getting this bike. This bike's pretty sweet. You know, if you're really trying to get into riding and really kind of sketched out a little bit, it's probably best to start on like a Honda Grom or a Kawasaki Z125 Pro. The only problem with those bikes is, you know, you can't go on the freeway. You know, you can't ride them on the 405. This thing does go on the freeway. Again, it's probably something I wouldn't want to be logging tons of miles on. You know, I just like a little bit more power when I'm rolling on the freeway. But you know, to get around, do it here and there, it's just fine. You'll be happy with it. You know, this bike's so affordable and so easy to ride. It's crazy to me that all these people are driving cars that are just so inefficient and expensive and a waste of time. And you know, a lot of people's lives could really be enhanced by riding these small, affordable, friendly motorcycles. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And you can wheelie. Who doesn't like wheeling? Wheeling's fun. I mean, this bike's so narrow and light, it's just so easy to slice and dice your way through traffic. You know, in California, we're lucky enough we can split these lanes and life's good, you know. So much power that thing has. If you rev her up, BMW says 34 horsepower. And I don't think it's quite that much, but it's more than 25 horsepower. You know, this thing definitely feels faster than its Japanese single-cylinder competition. If you can put 2 and 2 together on that, definitely feels more sporty than that thing. You know, probably the final drive gearing and transmission gearing is a little bit lower, so that probably plays into things. But this thing goes. We've been getting 54 miles per gallon. That's what the clock says on it. 54 mpgs, 38 mile per hour average. Oh man, I'm not gonna tell anyone that, they'll be horrified. Dual trip meters, fuel level gauge, coolant temperature, RPM, fuel, clock. You know, it's a nice LCD dash. It's not cheap by any means. There's a lot of bikes that cost more than this $5,000 G310R that don't even have nearly as nice instrument displays as this. So it's cool to see BMW stepping it up and giving us some stuff that we want.
Consider its authentic Motorrad handling and true sensory experience in terms of premium BMW touch and feel. Even if it costs $6,000, the G310R would be a capable machine. But because it costs less than $5,000 with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, it's obvious you'd be a fool not to get out and experience the thrill and urban convenience of motorcycle riding.